Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FPS Thursdays. No, did I say FPS Thursdays? Oh, Lord Almighty. It's been a long day for me. So, anywho. Anywho, we are on Banjo-Kazooie. It's actually hashtag Bear Days. I don't know why I said FPS Thursdays. I really am losing it. Anywho, as you can see, we are in Mad Monster Mansion today. I unlocked it last time, and as promised, I am going to be doing this one tonight, and just this one tonight. Just because there's only Mad Monster Mansion, Rusty Bucket Bay, and Click Clockwood. So we're going to be doing one at a time, slow down the pace, because I've been blasting 2 worlds in one go. This one I figure it's going to take me a little longer, because Mad Monster Mansion is where my memories start getting hazy. And just about every other time I play it, this is usually where I stop. I haven't actually finished playing Banjo-Kazooie since my days in the N64, so... Alright, let's do this. And Monster Mansion, let's go! So hopefully everybody's having a good time tonight. Just, you know... Oh, really? Well, yeah, this one is kind of like... I remember the difficulty spiking like nobody's been... I remember this world, like, the difficulty just spike like nobody... But that's when I was back then. Now it's pretty easy, straightforward, as long as you know what you're doing. Big thing I'm gonna have difficulty at right off the bat is gonna be getting all my 100 notes on this one, because this one I tend to forget where some of the places are. Like, some of them are easy, but not all of them. This time getting recovery health is going to be more pain in the butt. With the honeycomb areas being with bees now. Yeah, if you didn't have only moves unlocked, like, say, okay, so memory gap here. When I originally played this game, I didn't have the running shoes, or the dash shoes, whatever they call them. Hold on, I'm checking quality right now. Oof. Quality can use some left to be desired. Yeah, I'm supposedly help fix the keyframe issues, but that's just... I might have to do a... Oh, what the heck am I doing? So getting 1 or 2 jiggies here was like downright impossible without completing it. Yeah, these guys are technically invincible. I can't... They usually would hit me every time. Of course, if you have the invisibility feathers, that's not a problem at all. There he goes. Jiggy 1. Yeah, some of them are easy and... Okay. Let me guys know if you guys are having... I'm trying to... There you go. That one's barricaded, you can't access. And I keep getting hit by flames. Why? That's one of the easy jiggies. To get some of the other ones require a little bit more work. Ah, we're gonna have to do that. Yeah, if you have the whole Halloween thing going here, you got the chapel, you got the gravestones. You already saw the skeletons earlier, so... Anybody who enjoys Halloween, this is your place to be. Gaming-wise. Jiggy 2. Really? Oh. And you're welcome. Pot of dirt. With eyes. Hey, if you want me to question why I come out and I can give you flowers, don't... Oh. Nobles token. So anywho, while I'm here flowering some pots here, right now I'm annoyed with my Switch. So my docking doesn't want to work right now. I don't know. I troubleshooted it to the best of my ability, but for some odd reason, it just does not want to accept being charged on the dock. So therefore, right now, I cannot go into TV mode on my Switch. That is annoying. I'm gonna need like a third party's gotta kick in on this. It's like, this is ridiculous. Or stained glass doesn't work, but with the one with the I don't think there's nothing really here. Outside some notes. Like, honestly, venturing through this little maze right now is just because of the... Yeah, supposedly the adjustments for this thing is just not bueno, so... Give me a second, guys. Alright, it should work a little bit better now. I kind of got annoyed. Yeah. Apparently what's going on is that I'm being told that my encoder settings are a little out of whack. So I should run them at the lower setting. Which I did, but it causes my stream to be, well, laggy. Like, uber laggy. And I don't know what exactly causing that, so I can't troubleshoot it properly. So I had to restart the stream real quick. Don't worry, it's all going to be archived, so... I used to record these, like, actually record, like, here locally, so the quality wouldn't degrade like it would on the stream, but I kind of gave up on that, so I just don't have the space for it. So if you guys probably have already noticed, I'm kind of avoiding the house area right now. Just because you kind of need to get up there and then come down and then blah, blah, blah. Probably we're going to go to the church because that's like the last area. The chapel, church, whatever they call it. I think so far I'm doing okay progress here. Nothing scary. I got, what, 4 jiggies already? So this is similar to, what's his face, Banjo-Kazooie, to the one in Treasure Trove Cove. Only the difference here is we gotta surf it. And the camera's yours here. Gotta avoid the Grotilla spaces. I'm leaving this gloomy shred. Like here, you kind of need to be pumpkin mode to really get the benefits of this area, so... Oh. That sounds a lot more wronger than it needs to be. Again, this area doesn't really matter until we transform in this world, so... We're making progress, people. We're making progress. Yeah, I better start collecting gold feathers fast because I'm running out. And with these ghosts lurking around, it gets annoying if I don't get them. $55 notes. We're more than halfway there. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Alright, glove. Apparently, this is the ghost of Mozart. Roll with it. This is a little easier because, unlike when I was in Boo Boo Globe Swamp, you get the full tune and you had to remember it. Here you could just follow. Oh boy. I think there was something back here. Yes. Muscles over there is there for us. There's one of our 2 empty honeycombs we need. Ah! I missed. There's our... So we gotta do that missile thingy when we get back to that area. Alright. I guess we'll grab that golden feather. Hey, over every golden feather counts. Oh, no you don't. And we are done here. How much time have we been here? I'm halfway there and I've only been here 20 minutes. Pretty good progress. Well, I'm gonna need you open anyway. Alright, let's head up here. We gotta come back here as Pumpkinhead. Ugh. Yeah, we can't do nothing here without being Pumpkinhead. We'll have to come back here as Pumpkinhead as well. Yeah, this one has one of the longer sections as a transformation. And I'm trying to leave that like very last because funny enough we have to go outside of this world as the pumpkin, and then we could knock out a few things like unlocking the next world. See if I can make it on my... I don't want to spend too much time on it, but there's a part where... Cheetos, and this is where you get the third of I think that's it. Ew, eggs on a pillowcase. J6. Not bad. As long as we don't have the one-note syndrome, we're good. I could die a happy man. Okay, we gotta be really careful here. Okay, I'll get the mumble token afterwards. Whatever we must do, we must not hit the wood. There we go. Yep, sure is. How about you lose his... Yep. So a few things here. You've seen that one, the tower, of course. The sister, you know, family's family. The pot. Where else she's gonna be doing her spells? Sorry, my analog stick sucks. Gruntilda as the matriarch. Her assistant, who we'll see more predominantly in the sequel. And Mumbo. Mumbo used to be a thing for the witch. He's the boyfriend. And then the broomstick. Because, why not? Utility. Yeah, I think that's the story with Mumbo, that he had a thing for Gruntilda, then, things that went south, and then he says, like, you know what? Screw this. That's why he's helping us in the journey. Again, Mumbo's another character. He gets a lot more funner in the sequel. I heard... I think I need to go in flight mode. No? No? Not that either. Hmm. Oh well. Well, we're done here anyway, so... We're at 7 of 10. What am I missing here? I got the Jinjos, Pumpkinhead 1 and 2. Okay, yep. Time to go. Trying to do the whole Mumble thing. Come on, Mumbo. Let's dance. We're sleeping. Did I mention that he's a really expensive guy? Like, he's asking us for 20 tokens. Not to mention any more than we have to get for the last transformation. Mumble proud of this one. So, here's the thing with this Pumpkinhead. He's useless. All I can do is move around, get in small spaces. That's really the whole thing with the Pumpkinhead here. Yet, this is the one most extensive transformations of the game. Just because of how much it asks. So, first place we have to go is down here. And remember, you're defenseless, so don't even try. 90. And probably dying is not the brightest idea. But again, I don't have any recovery options, no health recovery options. So I gotta be really careful with how I approach this. Alright, that's Jiggy 1. Jiggy 2 requires this house again, but this house in a different way. See, this is why I also wanted to kill the ghosts right off the bat, because I don't have to deal with them later. They'll leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, the game was liberal with the mumble tokens, just to make sure you didn't miss out anywhere. Oh! I didn't need to be here. Remember, we still have Rusted Bucket Bay, and we still have Click Clock Wood, so that's where I'll compete my last honeycomb for my health bar. Because trust me, when we get to the end game, we're gonna need each and every one of them. Brintilda's not one to hold back. Happy landings, little one. As a Pumpkinhead, we got flushed. And that is it. Usually I would freak out more about those feathers, but... She's like, I can't believe you went in there. What? I think it's at the end of the comment is like, please wash your hands. And there we go. We are done. And we got our 100 notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this world. All 10 jiggies, all 100 notes, and only 33 minutes in. Yeah! That's what we're talking about. Alright, so let's go ahead and leave the world, because we need to be in pumpkin mode during all this. Yeah, I can't escape that. Ow! What the fudge? Oh no. I need to be Bear and Bird still? Ah. Okay, it's gonna require double. I didn't realize I didn't break the thing, but... Let's go ahead and take care of the second thing. And this one doesn't matter how much health I have, as long as I don't land. Okay, so... This part is Cheeto. We gotta go through this snaking thingamajiggy, and with the low light, it's a little bit on the terrifying side. And I got the Xbox One controller here, so, you know, it's not as bad as it could be. Let's say, N64 controller? Oh, we will be terrified little people right now. Here's Cheeto. Cheeto, Bear, and Bird have found once more. Another spell they get. One more page I see you turn. Enter Red Feathers on Sandcastle Floor, Trove Cove. So this is the second of 3 codes. 3 or 4 codes. I forget about this option, but basically, yeah, this one's gonna double up my feather count. And again, oh my god, I probably should have not tried that jump. I prefer not losing a life right now. Remember what I'm doing this as a little pumpkin head. That thing that I didn't thought I needed the thing open, so this is where my goof up comes in. I didn't know that it reset the gates. Huh. I would have not thought of resetting the gates. If I were to die, I don't care. Well, good luck trying. Thank you, kindly. Now I gotta go back there as the pumpkin head. Man, I hate double work. Now good luck trying to kill me, people. Ha 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 ha. Aww. Now this should be our last visit. Because after that, I just drain out the magic and then blah blah blah. There you go. Alright. We gotta go to this little shed right now. The one time you find Mumbo outside of the main worlds. And this one's free of charge because this one's utility. You can't move on without... I'm not sure if one of them can open. I don't think you could. Worth a shot. Alright, make me back to a pumpkin. Uncle making me hungry. Make me get pot ready. Nope, Mumbo. You can't have me as your soup. If I were ever to revisit Banjo-Tooie and doing like on a Let's Play, oh man, it would be so much longer than what we're doing here. Like, this is like, I think, what, my 3rd or 4th episode? And I'm more than halfway. Like, I only have 2 more worlds and Gruntilda. It is kind of funny how I'm almost done with this game. I'm getting there. Like, I'm getting really, really close to getting done. And how quickly I can do it, you know. Some people take a little bit longer. But, you know, 3 hours? Like, I think it would be by the time I'm done 4 hours. Like, where am I right now? I've been playing the game for 4 hours and 46 minutes, and I've only have 2 more worlds to go. That's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. No, I'm not revisiting Freezy's Peak. I just have to activate the flight pad again. Done. We're at 8. Coming back up here. Now, before, you landed on a platform. Now you ended up here, but the thing is, you can't access to access a little higher. That's how to get to the Click Clock Wood. Like, throughout the whole game, you're going up. You've never gone, like, down or sideways. Well, momentarily, like, if you're going to a world, but overall, in the game, you're always going up because you're going climbing up the tower. Dirt. Right? Whoa, he ate me up right there. Woo! Eat that up, slug. Of course, any box with a rare symbol, smack it. So now we just raised up the water even more. So the area that used to lead us to Mad Monster Mansion, you can forget it. That area is almost entirely submerged. Open up my shortcut. And now getting to the world is going to be, you know, more underwater-ish. But that's supposed to be normal because the painting that opens up Rusted Bucket Bay is right here. See? Rusted Bucket Bay. So let's do a little bit more cleanup here. We're almost done anyway for tonight. Here anyway. Oh yeah, this is if you want to see a glimpse of Mad Monster Mansion, a little cave area. Again, once you grab like the Mumble token, I think there was a muscle guy there. There's nothing to see over there. But now that you raised up the water not once, but twice, you've opened up this area. So you see the note door there. Please. And here we are. I'm accessing it a little early right now. Because I can. Well, yeah, this is basically the entrance to Click Clock Wood. The last world of the game. Now, we could do a few things right off. Yeah, this door we actually cannot get. 765, we're at 700. So we have to complete Rusted Bucket Bay if we plan to hit that door. So again, it's not a big deal. We really don't need it, but the reason why is this. We can open so we can open it up. So basically what's going to happen, it's all going to vary on how I do for the next week. Because what I could do is be adventurous and... Oh, yeah, I can never really hit that. Oh yeah, no. Let's go ahead and... we don't have to worry about it ever again. And it's funny because you could get to the painting of Click Clock Wood early. Like, you don't really had to wait up to this point to find it. And most people, if they overlooked it, they don't even know, or they would have a hard time finding where Click Clock Wood's painting would be. But if you were if A, you have a good memory, and B, you maybe had a strategy guide, or C, you explored the game, like any good gamer should, you would have already found where it's located. Most people wouldn't think it would be back towards the beginning of the game, but this is kind of rare, where a lot of their stuff, when they did it back in the day, they were pretty... They always made that last one, that last stretch of the game. And we open up the last... Click Clock Wood. Let's grab our Mumble token. Alright, so next week we're going to go to Rusty Bucket Bay. We're going to clear that world out, and depending how we're doing on time, and depending how far I get on Legend of Zelda, we're either going to stop at Rusty Bucket Bay, move on, or we're going to go ahead and try to knock out Click Clock Wood while we're at it. But we're most likely going to do one world at a time, so we don't get too much into Banjo-Kazooie, but we're almost done. We just got 2 worlds out. Rusty Bucket Bay is the most annoying world out there, but nothing we can't handle. So definitely, we're getting there. We're almost there, people. We're almost there. Yeah. Anywho, so without further ado, give me a moment. Let me switch out to Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and let's go ahead. Alright, everybody. I'm back. We are moving on to Ocarina of Time. Hold on, let me get my camera working here a little better. I really need like I'm no professional, but all right. Hold on. I don't remember all these tunes right off the bat. Not as I used to. Oh. If anybody is wondering, I'm going to Lost Woods just because it's the easiest way to transport myself from to where I need to be, which is Goron City. So I was thinking about this the other day, and now that we're on the Wii U, I can actually talk about it. And okay, I nobody's watching me right now, but about for those who are archiving it right, who's watching the archive. Um, I think the Wii U gets a lot of bad rap. It is not the most powerful console. We get that. It's also not the most innovative console. I get that. But if Nintendo would have just done a few things differently, and everybody's probably heard all the notes on some YouTube channel or something, but I might as well put in my 2 cents in that. As is like what could have Nintendo done differently with the Wii U that probably would have made it maybe a more successful one. And one of the things I would say would be the gamepad. I know everybody gives the crap gamepad for having bad rap, giving it because it doesn't have. Oh my bad. It doesn't have a. It gets a lot bad rap because the gamepad supposed to do like the majority of things, and I'm not saying it shouldn't. It should have, but at the same time, look at the Xbox Smart Glass or the PlayStation, any PlayStation accessory that is in their core system. Like, don't get me wrong, Sony does some awesome systems. I have a PS4 right here with me, so it's not like I'm berating it. But when it comes to accessories, Nintendo knows how to tend to do it the better way. I'm not speaking for third party because third party just reeks. But like regular, just first party stuff, Nintendo's pretty on point on it. Except for my little rant that I'm gonna have I prepared up. Um, I just don't want to use up my bombs right now. Bummer. Yeah, the gamepad, and I think part of the reason is like how they had it limited to where it can just be hovering by the console. I'm not saying it had to be a Switch right off the bat, but they had the right idea. They just the way they went around it. I don't think it's the better idea. What am I doing wrong here? I know. What do you think where I am, Navi? I'm not here sightseeing. Wait, what? Man! Get out of there. Ah! There you go. Why does everybody think I'm the enemy? The one and only. Oh. I probably should change something real quick. Well, wrong title. I think that changed it, but I wasn't too sure if I am. Okay, yeah, it changed it. Good. Just wanted to make sure. Dude, it's just a little kid with a green tunic. I don't think you saw that. Link of the Gorons. He'll get eaten anyway. Of course. Well, you know, what dragon, what Goron wouldn't want to be eaten by a dragon? Of course, we did this back in Link to the Past. I didn't say we smacked around Gorons, I'm just saying it happened. Of course. Not surprising. And go! Alright, people, we're suiting up. And I really get tired of hearing that noise every time I come in. Alright, we're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Death Mountain Crater. Mitchell went to the hottest place in the Hyrule area. Temperature? Toasty! And here's the mandatory scene with Sheik. Poetry? You wouldn't know. Preacher. Okay, we only interacted like one at a time as, you know, an actual princess. And just a random hero. Sure have. Nah, you can't come closer. Nah, 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 nah. So we got our fast travel. And now, onward to the Fire Temple. Alright, everybody, we're at the Fire Temple. Let's go with our mandatory cutscene. Ta-da! He sure is. Dude, it's been 7 years and you only see me once since. I want to have a man-to-man talk. Nah, not the time. Well, gee, I wonder why. Hold on. Sorry, it's kind of toasty here, so I'm trying to get the fan to leverage its way up here a little bit. Much better. Of course. Sure will. Dude, has it ever occurred to you to look for the hammer? Just saying. And there you walk in without the boss key. So yeah, this is one of the few games where you get access to the boss room. Not boss room, the room before the boss room really early on. Sorry. Yeah, I know. That's also going to be another big thing where we're going to be hunting down all the trap Gorons, because all the trap Gorons here usually have a key. Oh man, and the music here. I have version 1.0 of the Ocarina of Time on the N64. So I have it with the original music. Um, and it's funny because I didn't realize much. I didn't thought much of the music. I thought it was actually a pretty cool music. But apparently, this music spoke quite a bit of controversy. Which, after watching and reading up on it, I'm like, are this serious? But yeah, apparently this was a thing where. Sorry, this fan thing. I thought it was a bit amusing because Nintendo's pretty adamant about, religious or anything of that sort, Japanese don't care, but, Nintendo of America has always been pretty, like, uptight about that kind of stuff, which is good because, they just have everything at a different standard. I'm not saying that's always been appropriate, never, you know, has led them to some interesting moments in their life and their business practices, but you know what? They're a successful company. Who am I to judge? I'm only an ignorant gamer who goes, shut up and take my money. So I have the original version, which has like a bunch of small changes. Like, I know. Supposed to be helping you with that, but I could care less. I'm no longer making the Chumley mistakes. So anyway, I never finished the rant I had earlier with the Wii U. Yeah. So part of it is the Wii U tablet. I think one thing that would have made it better is that is instead of using kind of like some kind of Bluetooth tech to have the Wii U and the Wii communicate, they should have done like Wi-Fi. Like having the tablet Wi-Fi based, but the catch is that where it has to be in the same network. The network. So if it has to stream a game, like say like right now if I were to be playing Ocarina of Time on the tablet and on like say downstairs, instead of relying on the Bluetooth connection it uses, it should have used the Wi-Fi connection. So it would help with keeping it separate but together kind of motif. Plus streaming like a game over local internet, well, you will have much better results than trying to stream it like online. And if they wanted to push the envelope, they could have made the Wii U work outside of the house. Just I don't know, restrict the functionality, like stream a game, but you can't go all online multiplayer on it. So like, play. I'm trying to think like the Wonderful 101. Instead of playing it, you could play that one perfectly fine. But if you wanted to play Mario Kart 8, but you couldn't, you can't go online. You can only do local play because there's already a lot of network bandwidth asking you to stream a whole game there at the resolutions being asked for, which wasn't even 720p. So again, it didn't need to be all nice HD graphics or anything. But they didn't do that. So but I think that would have helped. Uh, One thing I would have think it would help a lot with the Wii U was the if they would have made Virtual Console available day one, port everything over, work with the Wii U system. Like, don't get me wrong, it was nice of them to add in like the Wii OS, like emulated in there, so you can still play your Wii titles and any of your Virtual Console. That's fine. I'm all up for that because you're not completely screwed. But you bought a Wii U console. Why would you want to play your emulated Wii games on it? See where I'm going with that? And for especially people who bought this on the Wii, Nintendo should have been generous enough going like, hey, pay a one-time fee. We'll convert all your Virtual Console games, if they were doing what they did. As they come along, it automatically updates it and brings it up to the Wii U system. I think that would have been a lot more supportive to the all the people who bought the Wii, and saying, hey, we're not making you ask pay double, we're not asking you to pay any more. We're just pay one more thing, and then we'll update everything for you. I think that would have spoken a little bit better about the customer loyalty and that sort of thing. And then on that tangent, made everything accessible day one. Like how much more code did we need so it worked with the Wii U console? I honestly don't need this. The whole create, restore, and load checkpoints. We don't need that. I think we're all perfectly capable of just playing the game as we go along. I know a lot of people arguments like accessibility, but I think that kills some of the charm of the older games, especially the older games. Part of the charm was that you had to, play as the game required you to. I'm not saying shortcutting it was the way to, a completely bad thing. Don't get me wrong. It works for what it does. But, oops. I think Virtual Console was a big messed up because even if the game didn't have the strongest lineup, just saying, hey, your Virtual Console games are ready to go right off from the start. Oh, and by the way, we've updated them, so you can now do, save states and all that fun hullabaloo. I think that would have done a little bit better. Bummer. That actually worked? Well, ah, that sucks. But I would have not fallen. I would have been. Wasted a few more bombs than I should have. Oh boy. Hey. Hold on, I got a text message. Sorry. Checking my phone. Alright. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Oh boy. You and every Goron have a secret. Sorry, guys. So that was one thing. Virtual console. The other thing, I think it would have helped if the title. Like, don't get me wrong. I know, we're all gonna remember the Wii U and how much we made fun of it. But seriously, it was a dumb name. And let me just put that in hindsight, going like, why am I calling it dumb and blah blah blah. And like, here's the thing. Nintendo's been pretty good and pretty consistent when it comes to their titles. They're not smashing hits. Let's just get that out of the way. But they've made it clear cut. What defines a console. Like say for example, the original Nintendo. It was called the Nintendo Entertainment System, and I'm gonna bring up that tidbit in a bit. And then when they made their successor, they called it the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. That was, the message was clear. And let's be honest, parents are parents in that time and even to this day, because I dealt with it while growing up. They're not the smartest cookies when it comes to video games. Nothing on our parents or any of that sort. It's just that they struggled to understand some video game concepts. And the big thing was, the naming. What made the Nintendo different? What they made the Super Nintendo different from a Nintendo? You can still play games on it, right? That's a typical parent, logic thinking. Or, what was the difference between the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2? But that was just the thing. It's the second generation. So, when it came to, like, the Super Nintendo, we understood it was super. It was more. And then, they changed that up with the Nintendo 64. But again, it's the same thing. It's the Nintendo 64. It's 64-bit. And that was most likely every kid's argument. It was more powerful console than the Super Nintendo could. It could play games in 3D, and they showed, any commercial of any game on Nintendo 64 versus what they were seeing on the TV, on the living room with the Super Nintendo. Yeah, parents kind of got the message. But now, when it came to the Wii, and I'm skipping the GameCube because there was no real title succession for the GameCube, but we'll get to that one in a bit. The Wii, I'm gonna lie to you, I didn't thought it was the smartest thing to call it. Oh no. Bummer. How? I wasn't too fond of calling it the Wii because I remember the codename Revolution. And honestly, like the GameCube, we got it. It was basically a little game console in the shape of a cube. Not it's a little on the nose personally, but it still helped them with their marketing campaign. or what good it did anyway, because it was absolutely crushed by the PlayStation 2. But again, I digress. Just think of it this way: if you know what Nintendo did for the 16-bit era, freaking the PlayStation 2 did it for the 3D era, among other things. But you know, again, we're not here going to talk about PlayStation here. We're here to talk about the Wii U. So yeah, I was already pretty skeptic of what the Wii title. I prefer Revolution because, honestly, for everything that console did, one thing that sure was it revolutionized gaming. It changed the status quo. It wasn't happy of just being, you know, graphics powered console. It wanted to do more. So if that's one thing I'm gonna give Nintendo on that one is they push the envelope. They push the status quo. Now, what I don't get is why call the Wii U the Wii U. I think I remember seeing the direct video or you know the E3 the whole issue with the tablet. Everybody was confused. Everybody was like, "Are we playing on a tablet now?" Or you know, if it was the precursor for what would be the Switch, I get that, but the mere fact that they made that E3 the most confusing cluster fudge they could have possibly mustered is not usually a way to go. And then they had to spend an entire other year trying to fix that issue. Yeah, you just kind of alienated, you know, probably who you were trying to target that for. Which was basically the same kind of people that went and bought the Wii. Okay, I'm done. I'm having too much of a hard time with the bombs. Oh, I'm getting rather annoyed. So I think I don't know. If they would have, even if they wanted to keep the Wii repertoire, if they would call it the Super Wii or the Wii 2 or the Wii Entertainment System, since they kind of catered it that way too. Anybody remember this thing has a TV function? I bet most of you forgot about that. So I don't know. Just I think that was another thing that the Wii U stepped on. It is a commercial flop. You know, of anything that the Wii U is right now, it is a commercial flop. But it seems Nintendo learned their lesson. You know, not totally because they still for every one step they move forward, they always make like like two back. So not that's always a bad thing. It's just their conventions are questionable. Again, it's not a bad thing. It's just something they do, and I guess at that point we might as well start accepting Nintendo for what they do, and is they do things their way, and nobody gives two effing things about it. Just how it works. Just say bombs, man. We know it's bombs. Code wording it to Gordon's special crop isn't exactly helping. Ugh. Oh, don't forget about the chest. And so yeah, that's a few things, you know. Again, it's all gone. You know, they stopped production. Now they focus on the Wii, on the Switch, which I have its own little rant I have saved up. My dock stopped working. Why? Just like seriously, like all I was doing was just transferring the connection to another outlet. That's all I was doing. Yet somehow, for some forgiven reason, the whole thing decides to give out. Like, it won't... Right, I checked the plug. You know, it's not the plug. Because it still recognizes power. Right now I'm charging it here with Nintendo's own power plug here. But why? It just lights up with a green light and... Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna call Nintendo tomorrow and see if they'll... what they're troubleshooting for it. If not, I'm gonna have to send it out to them. Which again, is one of those smaller annoyances going like, really guys, really? You guys are making this real hard for me. Because right now I basically can't go to TV mode. I can only play this game in portable mode. Portable or handheld mode. Which again, it doesn't bother me a whole lot because if I were to have to be honest with myself, I play this more on the go than I do at home. So having it in the go and its portable or handheld mode does the job a lot better than mine do. But when I'm like here and I'm about to stream or have some time to spare, being able to just plug it in and put it on my TV would be nice. And it's funny because most people wouldn't think I wouldn't have thought about that if it was the 3DS. I'm like, okay, I can only play the thing online, but because it has the option to plug it into the wall, into the TV and play it on the TV like, you know, a regular home console, I'm going like, well, this sucks. Now I understand the console's a little new, but I would like third parties to start started supporting and start making third-party versions of the. Really? I was right there. I'll start making third-party versions of this dock. Like seriously, all it is just a USB Type-C hub. Just make sure it works with the freaking Nintendo console and we're peaches. Like seriously, they gotta bank on that crap. Especially then. Okay, again, I'm not here to fully question Nintendo's practices, but what made them think that's selling the dock separately a month, like almost 2 months later, is a bright idea? Like seriously, who thought that was a bright idea? Sure wasn't on my end, because I would be like, well, maybe I want another dock so I can take it up. Well, in my case, Mario Party Wars. So I'm to be unplugging this dock, especially considering how sensitive it is, apparently. I kind of don't want to be moving it too much. So it's a little annoying, to say the least. And why is it $90? Like, jeez. That was another thing that caught me off guard. I'm like, what the? Like, okay, I spent $300 for the grip, the Switch console, the first set of two joy pads, and the dock. How come the dock is $90? Like, I get that power adapter and HDMI cable, but I don't think I need to pay that much for the dock. Just saying. I think it's a little overpriced. Did I miss something? I think I missed something. So yeah, I'm not happy about my Switch at the moment. Like, the console's been great. Like, honestly, like, the experience of it has been pretty seamless. It's just this little snag about the freaking about the dock. It just has me annoyed. And it's not the first time the dock acts weird, too. It's acted weird before. But this is the first time that it really just, like, hit the crap around me. I'm getting really tired of being kicked around by walls of flames. Sorry, buddy. I'll come back for you later. There you go. How the heck did I miss that? Okay, before I do anything else, I'm getting really annoyed pushing down. Alright, I really don't want to be doing this, but I gotta have to. Because I'm not really in the mood to be redoing. See? Aw, man. See, that's what I want to avoid. Mmm. Because there's a long haul back up. Ah, come on. I'm getting really fed up. Part of it's the game, I know. Oh. I know I'm kind of cheating on this, but I don't do this often. I just want to get this done and over with. What the heck? Doesn't help that I'm really, really warm, and my fan's like not even coming close to me. Really? I'm just trying to get there. Sorry, guys. I just don't want to be dealing with this 20,000 times. I'm already am, but that's besides the point. Really? Oh my lord. Okay, I'm getting really, really annoyed how I can't just move straight. Freaking analog sticks, I swear. It's not faulty or anything, I'm just struggling here. Finally! The Megaton Hammer. Funny enough, I actually do need the... Oh, it sure does. I know. That was a long haul and I didn't die. Try that in Breath of the Wild. See how far that takes you. Alright, we're almost done here, people. Yay! You're not gonna eat my shield and tunic. Round 2. There we go. Fire dancers can kiss the darkest part of Link's butt. Yay for bombs. But a bomb battle upgrade would be nice. We got our boss key. Yep. Last one saying congrats, you're awesome, blah blah blah. And you will never see the Gorons again. I don't think they go back to Goron City, so it's pretty much bare bones. Get it? Bare bones. Because they're big and muscle. Never mind. Anybody says you're walking into a boss battle with only half an heart, I say, ha! This is, we're treating this like Dark Souls. Not really. I just don't care. Well, this dragon isn't all that hard anyway. Has one heck of an intro though. See? Yeah, you see, arrow's kind of pointless here. You would say, oh no, but oh yeah. What's in the scripture? They are taking things up close and personal. And we're done! Mine is one dragon dead. Link, you are a dragon slayer. Probably is one of the last descendants of the dragons that we have to deal with in from the Breath of the Wild. I don't know. Wild guess there. You know, they have big three powerful dragons. Calamity Ganon messed one of them up enough where they had a dragon egg, and that dragon egg was infected with Calamity Ganon, so it was evil and took over Death Mountain. That makes a lot more sense than most people think. Chamber of the Sages, the temple that should have been there. I always thought this area should have been a dungeon. Friggin' time constraints. Couldn't give me what I want. Since when? Nah, you think? Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Sure does. You got it, buddy. You and I for life. Alright, everybody, we're almost done here. We just gotta take care of one small thing, and then we'll be on our merry way. And if you're wondering what that is, it's a simple matter of Link's getting an upgrade. What kind of upgrade? A magic upgrade. That little tinky, little dyke of a bar We're bumping up a notch or two. Hammer, you're now put away. We don't need you for the rest of the game. Thank you, Giffer. I like how it shows you the hearts, the rupees, but not the magic meter. That's actually getting upgraded. Yeah, a full-blown magic bar. That's what we're talking about, people. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I know that. That's like horrible. I wouldn't be expecting people going like, Yelthin, stop. Yelthin, for the love of... For everything that is holy, stop. Yep. Alright, everybody. So, we are done for today. Next week, we'll definitely go back to Banjo-Kazooie. We're going to be handling Rusted Bucket Bay. And then we're probably going to go in and start the Shadow Temple. Probably, maybe. I'm not too sure. But probably, we're definitely going to do inside the well. And then probably tackle the Shadow Temple. So, without further ado, guys... I'll see you guys later tonight for FPS Thursdays, and see you guys next week after that. See ya!